Morning guys. So we're off on what is going to be day 2 of driving Crocodile Bridge to Satara. We all packed and it's about 5:30 and we're ready to go. Yesterday we had a big 4 and lots of bird sightings. So we saw one rhino, white rhino. So I don't know, you either count it or you don't for the big 5. I don't. So Prasheen says he's seen the big 4. I say I've seen the big 3. Then we saw a male lion on a kill, panting under a tree, and then we saw many elephant and 2 herds of buffalo. So the missing one is the leopard. We got a ting on a couple of leopard sightings yesterday. We went to try and see one, but you know, that was didn't turn out to reveal a leopard, but it was worth the drive. And then we sat at Lake Panic after that. So today we're ready to go. There was seemingly rain last night, so the car's all wet. We packed, bit of a mess in the front, but you know, you need a lot of things at hand. So the binocs, the camera stuff, the GoPro stuff, and water and snacks. So yeah, we're gonna head to the gate now. The gate will be open and the light is just about right to start shooting in about 15 minutes or so. I think Prasheen, you're gonna go and try and get a couple of the birds.
Yeah, I'm gonna stalk the African hoopoe that's calling here. And yeah, on to another day.
Yeah, so we almost ready to go off. Hopefully Prasheen gets this hoopoe that he's hearing and the shot he wants. But anyway, check in during the day. Okay guys, we already got our first sighting here. It's just impala. Actually a massive herd of what looks to be very young impala, so they're all like yearlings. Seems to have been a bonus breeding season this year. I guess it's because of all the rain that's been around that so many of them are, you know, making it to, like, I'd say they're 6 months old now. So November, December, January, February, March, 5 months old. That's a good way to start the day. There's some wildebeest in the distance. We already saw our 2 rollers. I think the rollers have been more prolific than any other bird I've ever seen in the park, actually. Single species. Okay, we're just stopping for a... It looks like a...
striped or brown capped?
Brown hooded kingfisher or a striped kingfisher. Prasheen will get a photo and will confirm.
Brown hooded.
I'd say we'd seen about a European roller about every minute that we've been driving. So if we did 12 hours yesterday, I'm sure we've seen more than 500 European rollers. What do you think, Prasheen? More?
It's striped, I think so.
No, I'm saying about the rollers.
Yeah, we've seen about, I would say I would give or take $500 to $550 so far in our day and a half in the Kruger.
Yeah, and that's just European rollers.
Lilac
breastsword have been...
I would say like 30 maybe.
Yeah, have been fewer, but also, you know, quite well showing. Obviously we're not counting some of the other birds such as drongos and starlings and francolins and you know, all of that. But yeah, European rollers, they're striking, but they're also quite abundant. So yeah, I think we're going to have another full day of good sightings, hopefully. So we'll check in and yeah, we'll take an easy drive all the way from Crocodile Bridge up to Satara. which is about 130 kilometers, you know, on the tarred roads. But if we can get some of the dirt road, we'll take them. Okay, so we just stopped for a quick bite to eat at the Kulu picnic site. Prasheen is doing the hard work and I'm doing the easy work of filming. Gonna grab a quick breakfast. It's about 10 o'clock now, and then head off towards Satara again in a few minutes time. Okay guys, we're on the road again after what was a very good breakfast. Hit the spot just right. We've got quite a long drive remaining and it's quite hot now. So we're going to slowly make our way up the park towards Satara. I don't know if we're going to see much now, but I think it's about 3 hours before we get back to the next camp, Satara, and it's just going about 20 past 10 now, so we'll be in camp by about 2 o'clock. The weather is holding up for us. There was rain predicted, but it's quite hot and sunny. The clouds have just rolled over a little bit, so that makes driving through the middle of the day quite a bit better, because you're not, you know, in the hot sun. And then we're slowly making our way up because we're trying to get in as many sightings as possible. This morning has been quite a bit quieter than yesterday. I think we're not stopping as much for some of the birds because we've seen most of them, and we only had, I think, a few elephant sightings, buffalo sightings. The one lady said she'd seen a leopard cross behind her, but it crossed the road and there were some baboons alarm calling, and we saw those, so we stopped as well, but there was no sign of the leopard itself. So the leopard is the only one we need to complete our big 5 for the park. Yesterday we had 4 of the big 5, so you know, we're hoping for that leopard. Some good bird sightings though. We saw 3 martial eagles so far, 2 in relatively bad light, and then this morning was 1 in good light. And we've seen a nice adult BATELEUR, and just looking out the front now, it looks like a juvenile BATELEUR circling. No, I'm not 100% sure. I think it is a juvenile BATELEUR. The wing profile is quite distinct. So yeah, a good morning birding. We just need to get a sign that says, you know, that we are birding, please pass, because we've had quite a few people pull up to the back of us and they're like, what are you looking at? And it's probably just another roller. So guys, we checked into Satara now. We've got a BD2 unit, which is just so it's got 2 beds, it's got a fridge, no kitchen this time around, and then just a small bathroom and sink area. So this is our home for 2 days or 2 nights, sorry, and then we out to Letaba again after this. So yeah, checked in now. We quite early today. The drive wasn't as bad as yesterday's drive, but we didn't see as much as was I think it was a bit too hot. So what we're going to do now is just unpack, make some supper, or make something to eat for now, and then make some supper later, and then we'll head off for a afternoon evening drive ourselves, and then we've got a night drive with the camp. Out onto the afternoon game drive, we're going to do a little bit of in-camp birding, which when you're in camps like Satara, is quite good to do because firstly they're well planted, so they've got massive trees that attract a lot of birds from the surrounding veld, and secondly it's quite easy to actually, you know, hear stuff that's above you. So there are brown-headed parrots in here, and then obviously we've been hearing the woodlands kingfisher call quite vigorously, so we're going to try and find those, and then anything else is basically a bonus. Alright, cool. Watch this. The big bull is behind.
This is his troop.
No, he's probably just trailing them to try and mate.
nice to set up something here and it's just remote trigger.
Yeah, but they probably don't cross the same spot all the time.
Still got a penis. It's a male.
Oh, must be a young male. Just bra.
Yeah. If you can turn. Are you recording? Okay, no mind. No, you have to go a complete perpendicular.
Oh, to get him on the side.
Yeah, leave it. He's coming. Just keep your distance.
Yeah, just. No, you're gonna get too much glare, dude.
No, he's going. He's doing his own thing now. If you go up, no, don't go up to him. Keep your distance. You're recording this, right?
Mm. No more, right?
Mm-mm. Peace out.
So guys, we just saw a leopard walking in the road. This is my first Kruger leopard that I've seen while doing game drives myself in the last 5 years. I've seen other leopards with guides, but this is the first one that I lucked upon just by pure chance. So it's about 5:45 now, and we have to be back in camp by 6:30. So we're just gonna make our way back. Prasheen's first leopard ever.
First leopard ever.
And yeah, he's over the moon. I'm over the moon for my first leopard sighting in the Kruger. He gave us about, I'd say, 15 minutes of just walking on the road. I spotted him in the road, and then he walked towards us. So we stopped and we shot with him coming towards us. And then he got into the grass a little bit, and he walked alongside the road, and we tried to follow him, and then he doubled back on himself and then disappeared into the long grass. There was another vehicle that was oncoming, and we stopped them and asked them to, slow down so that they could also get the sighting, which they said was a bonus for them as well. but now I think all of us are late for camp, so we are going to be driving at the speed limit, 40 kilometers an hour, to get into camp, which is 20 kilometers away. So it should take us about half an hour and get us in with like 5 or 10 minutes to spare. Just hoping that there aren't any other stoppages along the way. Who knows, maybe we'll get another leopard walking on the road, and that will be like bonus. But that caps off our big 5 within 2 days, if you count the white rhino, that is. If you don't count the white rhino, that's the big 4, and it's unlikely we're going to get the black rhino with the numbers where they are, and the camps that we're staying at being more north. The black rhino occur more in the south of the park, so I think for me that's a big 4, for Prasheen that's a big 5, and we've got 2 more days with a night drive tonight and then early morning drive tomorrow to see if we can't improve on the pictures. Prasheen already filled his memory card, so now he's trying to cull some. He's just showing me the photos. Yeah, excitement levels are quite high. Prasheen, final words.
Yeah, I think we lucked out a lot. Couple near misses yesterday, couple near misses today. Yeah, I mean, we had him alone for about 7-8 minutes by ourselves.
I'd say a good 10 minutes.
Walking towards us.
And this one we spotted ourselves. I saw something move in the road and thought immediately, okay, it's a cat. Which cat was the question? I think it's a big female leopard, so it from far it did look a little bit like a female lion, but then quite quickly you saw her collar and her spots, so you made out that it was a leopard. So yeah, day 2 in the Kruger has been awesome. It's I think the one sighting has made the day for me, and probably the trip as well. We've got 2 more days, and we don't know what's to come still, but hopefully it's just as good as these first 2 days that we've had, which have been action packed, even though we've been driving quite big distances. Today we got into camp at like 3 o'clock. We had a quick bite and then we were out again on the game drive at close to 4, I think it was, Prasheen? 4:30 or so.
4:30, yeah.
We are out the gate, so we're trying to actually maximize our time in the park, and I think that's the only way to go. You have to be out and driving, and the only way you can see the animals is if you're on the roads that the animals are on. I think Prasheen and I have both discovered that the only way to get the shots is it's not about what glass you've got and what camera you've got. Okay, to an extent it is, but time spent in the bush looking for these animals that you want to get the shots of is the only way you're going to get the shots that that you can print and you can post to Instagram and get lots of likes with. So yeah, the sun is setting. We still got an evening drive that we booked, so who knows what we're going to see on the evening drive now. I don't know if I'm Prasheen's lucky charm or he's my lucky charm. Maybe he's my lucky charm. Hey guys, so Prasheen is just showering. We're almost ready for our night drive now, which will start at 7:45 and then end at 10 o'clock. Hopefully we'll see some of the nocturnal animals we don't get to see while driving around during the day, such as owls and nightjars, maybe some hyena and lion. Let's see what the drive brings.